Welcome back. Right now, we are going to focus on that very elusive quest of finding happiness and purpose in life. Right now, I have author Amy Eliza Wong here to tell us all about her book, Living on Purpose. In fact, recently, individuals in a survey stated that they feel quite a lot of dissatisfaction despite having achieved success. And this book really targets that issue and helps people find fearlessness when trying to strive for their purpose. So grateful that Amy's here with us today. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Oh, we're so excited to hear you and have you tell us more about this great book. What made you decide to write this in the beginning? We're still working on the sound. Actually, we're not able to hear Amy just yet. There you are. Welcome to Park City Television. Thanks for being here.
Oh, it's great to be here. Can you hear me now?
I can, and I'm so excited. We can hear you very well. Tell me more about why you decided to write this book.
Absolutely. So I've been an executive coach for over 10 years, and I've worked with many, many different kinds of people. And I've worked with a lot of successful, very established leaders and founders and CEOs of big companies and startups. And the truth is, all of us have fears and insecurities, and we think that we're the only ones. And it just breaks my heart when I look around and think, and I see people saying, I'm the only one that's struggling with this. And the truth is, all of us are dealing with this. And over the past 20 years, and particularly the past 10 years, I've really come up with a way out of these fears and how to overcome these fears and really, truly live a life of joy and meaning. And it was really important to me that I put it in book form because it actually works.
What does it mean to you to live your life on purpose?
Yeah, well, so living on purpose, doesn't it just sound better than living on accident? Nobody wants to live on accident. Nobody wants to create on accident. And so what living on purpose is, it's really waking up and deciding to be in the driver's seat of your own life and really harnessing our choice points, because that's where life is lived. It's those moments where you can decide to either react to the stuff of life or respond with intention and with presence. And it's the act of responding, that really is where the magic is. And that's what it means to live on purpose.
You mentioned choices, and that's a central theme in this book. Why are choices so important? And sometimes that feels like a lot of pressure.
Oh, absolutely. Because choices really, the sum of our choices dictates the quality of our life. And we don't often think about it that way, but really the magic is in our choices. And something about this book that I think is important to mention is that, a lot of us get that we're at choice. And a lot of us get that we might be choosing things that don't serve us. The challenge isn't knowing what to choose all the time. The challenge is being able to choose otherwise. And so what I've done in Living on Purpose is really spell out and create this roadmap of 5 choices to get people to accessible choice, to a choice that actually serves them. Because you might know what you want to be choosing, you just can't do it. So how do you get to that place where you can actually choose what serves you?
And how do you get to that place? Tell me more about that connection between our choices and creating this life of purpose that you write so much about.
Yeah, well, it first starts with recognizing that all of us want to thrive. We all want to feel good. That's a universal truth. And what most of us don't realize is that behind everything that we want, right, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new partner, whether it's retirement, on the other side of that desire is really a desired feeling state. So really what we want is the feeling that we would think we would have as a result of the thing. So a connection in these choices and how to really start moving in that direction is, instead of figuring out our way to our goals that we think are going to make us happy, it's instead feeling our way into what feels most amazing in this moment. Because feeling it out, not figuring it out, is the path of least resistance to the path of most abundance.
And can you give us an example of living on purpose?
Yeah, for sure. So being on purpose really is being bold and clear in what it is that we want. But what gets in the way of that boldness and clarity is the word should. So should is a big obstacle. A lot of us hate that word. It's burdensome, it's heavy. And the word itself, it's like wearing a life jacket in a bathtub. It's just totally ineffective. And it should really is about avoiding negative consequences in an ineffective way. And so living on purpose is waking up to this reality and recognizing that should is really no good. And so in chapter 4 of Living on Purpose, I detail exactly how and why should is the worst word in the English language and what we can do to thrive without it.
And any other takeaways from your book, and who is your target audience?
Yeah. So I would say anyone who is ready to break free from self-imposed limitation, anyone who's ready to break free from the fears they've been holding on to for a long time and claim the life they were born to live. I mean, that's really who this book is for. And the takeaway here is that a lot of people think that this work is hard, that it takes a long time to overcome our fears and overcome self-limiting beliefs. But the truth is, it actually can be fun, and it doesn't have to be hard. And it just takes a few simple perceptual shifts. And so Living on Purpose is really a very practical, easy to follow roadmap of 5 deliberate choices to realize fulfillment and joy. And it's fun. It can be really fun.
I think we're all very ready to live on purpose and take your advice. Where can we get your book and find out more information?
Yeah, thank you. So you can check me out at my website, which is alwaysonpurpose.com. And I'm on LinkedIn at amyelizawong.com, and that's just LinkedIn. But the book you can get on Amazon, Living on Purpose by Amy Wong, and at Barnes & Noble and anywhere books are sold.
Well, thank you so much, Amy, for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure meeting you, hearing more about your book and living life on a purpose. So once again, the book is Living on Purpose, and you can find it where books are sold. We'll be back with more right after this.